Hello everyone, it is I, Ryan, also known as the Lovebat, sort of rising, not from the dead necessarily, but rising from my slumber because it's been quite a while since I've actually properly recorded some kind of Let's Play sort of video. And I guess there's a lot of reasons for that. One is that I don't know if it was burnout or just not having many games to play on my old computer that wasn't, performing quite as well in a lot of games, or wanting to play modded games, or just finding interesting games to, let's play on my channel to break up the monotony of the games that I usually played. I wanted to be able to play something that's a bit new, and for the longest time, I didn't have a computer that could do that. I had an old Windows 7 computer from 2010. And so roughly 2010, it might have been a 2009 build. When I got it, it was a good, sort of rig and setup, but as time went on, not quite so good, as you can see in the performance of some of the games I played that had some frame rate issues, so to speak. But you know what? I'm just moving on from the old computer, which, did its job for a long time, and I might still use it for some old retro games that it doesn't have any issues with. But now I'm on a Windows 11 computer, and while Windows 11 as an operating system has its own various issues, the computer, build that I have is definitely a huge step up. I can obviously put the specs in the video description and maybe in my channel description to show the new parts and power that I'm playing with now compared to the old computer. But needless to say, it's a very big step up, and it was also a very wonderful Christmas gift from a family member who I'm very grateful to. So I'm very happy to be able to play some more PC gaming and not just retro games like I'd usually been doing that were 7 or more years old in some cases. But I decided to go with Star Citizen because it's a game that I've been, tracking for a long time. I still remember it from back in its days as an old Kickstarter game, which for crowdfunding back then was just first taking off back in the early to mid 2010s. And Star Citizen, I believe, was originally entering crowdfunding on Kickstarter back in about 2012. Now, obviously, Star Citizen, as the years have gone along, as you can see on also YouTube and various social media, it's a very controversial game, and I think that's rightfully so, obviously, because it's taken such a long time for development, which is understandable that people would be frustrated or really angry about that. But on the other hand, at the very least, we have something that's pretty looking and playable. It's not complete, obviously. There's not like a story mode that you can really playthrough of streamlined missions to get you going into the game or anything like that, compared to some other games like the game Freelancer, which was sort of like the original sort of catalyst of inspiration from Chris Roberts, who spearheaded Star Citizen. It's a very controversial game, I'll give it that. But at the very least, there are, it is a playable game. It's not exactly the best performing game as far as stability from what I've heard. But from what I tested in the sort of free flight mode in the Arena Commander, just to see if the game would run, it seemed to do decently well on my computer, which is, it's a 20 gigabytes of VRAM graphics card that I have from AMD. It's a AMD graphics card that I have, so the graphics card seems to be doing good, and then I have a Ryzen 7800 X3D CPU, so that setup is obviously very high-end, so it shouldn't be a surprise. But I've found it to run fairly smoothly in the small testing I did to test out the controls, kind of get used to it after watching a couple of guides to catch up on the game and everything that I missed, besides the sort of media or YouTuber type coverage about the controversial nature of the game. And I delved into more so the gameplay of the game and the different ships differences and such to kind of, not really rehearse, but just to refamiliarize myself with the concept of the game, since I had originally purchased a starter pack all the way back in early 2013 when I first started following the game, which was, I think it was the digital pirate pack of some kind. I can obviously double check on it. It was a It was a digital pirate pack of some sort. Digital Bounty Hunter, that's the one. Digital Bounty Hunter LTI pack, and it came with a free ship. The package itself is no longer available, but when it was available, it cost about $65, and it came with the Origin 300i ship, and it also came with 2,000 free in-game credits at the time that it was available. It's no longer available now, unfortunately, so you can't purchase it like I did back then. But it comes with the 300i ship, which from what I've seen in YouTube videos is a very solid all-around starting type ship to get familiarized with the game, and it can do a variety of in-game sort of missions or tasks and activities. So I'm really interested in getting started with this game now that I've had a chance to test the controls and watch some videos to sort of familiarize myself with the game and learn some different hotkey settings that I might possibly change, because there are a ton of hotkeys in this game that I've learned. So I changed a couple of the hotkeys to maybe be a bit more convenient for, you know, the hand setup on the keyboard and such, and a couple graphic settings. Most of them are on high settings, but most of them are pretty much the defaults that the game set for me when I first loaded up the game. With all that said, let's finally dive into the game itself after the belated 11 or so months of me not having uploaded a video and not having really played too many new games, if at all. So I'm going to go ahead and select male for my gender here. I am a dude, so I don't mind playing a dude. I've played some female characters before in games, for example, Pathfinder Kingmaker. My character in that game is a woman, but for the purposes of this game, I want to go ahead and play a man. Might be easier to kind of role play in that sense and kind of be familiar with the character a bit more. So what's the initial head going to be like? I'm not sure how it renders the textures of the different facial features. I think that you can choose different other options, I imagine. I'm not sure what begin blending actually means, if that's just a different way of rendering the face or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I guess you can turn your head, kind of swivel it around here to figure out. I'm not sure what the options thing is. Is that like the options menu? Yeah, it is. All right. But yeah, I did change some things on the options menu from the base game, and I guess since I have a microphone, since I'm recording this for, you know, Let's Play purposes, you can have, I guess, other players listen to your microphone, I imagine. I guess I can change it to the Rode microphone I have. I can also mute my microphone later if I find that it's not good for the Let's Playing sort of format or just properly playing through it. Also, the other settings I've changed a little bit. I added a couple subtitle things to be on because I like the text to overlay with it. So I don't know. I assume you can change other features about the face a bit later. What's blending mean? Oh, okay, so I guess this is so maybe this is like I don't know if it's like a semi-randomizer kind of thing, blend all features at once. Okay, so this is like a randomizer for the whole face, like all the facial features and things like that, I imagine. Like facial features, like skin tone, all these other different things. Looks like they might have like different age as well, with like the sort of ridges around the eyes, under and around the eyes. You can kind of see that this character looks a bit older. So what kind of, this guy, like, I don't know, like, he kind of looks somewhat like Shaquille O'Neal, like the face anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm way off base about that, but he looks kind of like a cousin of Shaquille O'Neal, I guess. Anyway, moving on. This guy looks kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know, he looks kind of like the bald Space Marine type Yeah, kind of like a bald space spring type character, but with a bit of a larger forehead, I guess. um, yeah, I think I'm okay with some. Well, I guess I can always change some of the things about him later. I imagine. Like, what does this do? Oh, I guess this is changing this part of the face. I'm not sure if it changes this one right here. Yeah, this is just changing the shape of this face as far as I can tell, and not this one. I guess, oh, this is the randomize head button. I didn't even see that down there. I didn't see the box of the dice there. So, I'm okay with this. So whole head. So let's just apply his skin. There we go. I think that looks good. I can give him hair, maybe make his forehead a bit smaller or something like that. I think that's like the crown of the head, I think. Let's see, brows. I guess this is like adjusting the depth of the eyebrows, I think. Yeah, because you can kind of see it's affecting the depth of the eyebrows and how far they protrude out. How flat they are. Alright, well, that looks good. So yeah, I haven't really done an in-depth character creator in quite a while. Most character creation things I do are usually like the RPG format, where it's choosing out your character's build or class, and like general appearance usually comes down to like hair and maybe body size, and that's sometimes the extent of it, if that. But like old school RPGs, you can choose like hair and clothing colors, and sometimes that's about it, like the Baldur's Gate games, for example. But this being more of a simulation game, like space simulation type game, it's like open world. It's not like the same as an RPG where you're building out your entire character or playing them out at character creation, essentially. So this is definitely more open-ended, and you can kind of change a lot of things as time goes along and kind of shift focus of your character later. Depth of the eyes as well. Not sure if it makes that much of a difference, but it's just like minor cosmetic differences. Ears, I guess this is kind of how far do they bend and protrude out. Or like the angle of the ears, I guess is what it is. All right, cheeks. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This is just like a general, I guess this is just like the orientation of the cheeks, I guess. Like, or if they orient more one way than the other or something. I don't know. I guess just right in the middle is fine. I want the cheeks to be somewhat matching each other. And then nose, this is just like the, I guess like how wide the nostrils are in relation to the rest of the nose, I guess. Okay, I haven't really cared too much about these kinds of character creations one way or another, but I mean, it's nice to see that they have it, I guess. Just other parts of the game I would probably work on a bit more before the massive character creator, but it is a standard feature nowadays for lots of games. Yeah, it's like a really, sucking in those lips, sucking in that top lip a little bit, This is what it looks like. Okay, and then jaw. Yeah, this is just like the size of the jaw. You can have a big jaw and chin, I guess. Alright, so some small jaw, crown of the head. Yep, this is the size of the head. You want to have a big forehead and be like a big mega mind Peyton Manning character or something like that. Have a huge head for a huge brain. Yeah, we can just go somewhere in the middle. I mean, we could even go with him just being bald if we wanted to. He looks pretty good bald, I think. Going rocking the bald look. And then hair, do we want to give him hair? I wonder if it allows you to give him facial hair too. That'd be kind of nice. Definitely want to change color from black. What other kinds of... Like, the hair textures are certainly pretty good. Like, compared to lots of other games, they certainly look quite nice. Just with the textures and the... having some individual strands of hair that don't just look like they were, like, sprites sort of shaped. Like a 2D sprite. Like, I remember playing the old Madden video games on the PlayStation 2, and things like hair and faces and stuff, they would look kind of like blocky and stuff, even though the animations in the games were quite good, at least back then when I played them. They would, like, old games have like blocky sorts of facial features and hair and stuff like that, and it would just kind of like be just there, you know, wouldn't really be any kind of detail to them. Not that we looked at them all that much, but it is kind of nice to have. Kind of like a 80s mohawk type thing, or comb back. I think, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just scrolling the character around here. This is like the classic 1980s sort of comb back long hair that lots of 80s bad guys used to have back in the day in old movies and such. At least from what I remember. Lots of 80s movies had this kind of hairstyle going. Let's change hairstyle again. This is kind of like... No, it kind of looks like an old, like, Native American style of hair with this one. Sometimes you could, like, roll it up into like a ponytail and stuff like that too for certain kinds of styles, I guess. Also, like, to sometimes you might want to keep the hair out of your face too if you're doing something and not want it to blow in your face all the time, I guess. I know that from when I used to have long hair back in the day. Alright, so there's a good amount of styles. There's not too many of them, in all honesty. Like, it's not the most amount of hairstyles I've ever seen in, like, a game or anything like that. Something like this is probably still good, though. You might still be better rocking the bald look, though, if I'm being honest. Like, just going flat out bald is probably good. That, or maybe just the classic 80s style hair here might also be good, with the wavy locks of hair. Well, let's see what kind of hair colors we can get going here. We can do the classic sort of like orange ginger type hair, if I'm remembering these color names correctly. Don't want anyone to think that I'm like misnaming these hair colors here. I'm just going by my old muscle memory here. So I guess you can't do like anything too crazy. Like, you can't do like dyed hair, though I'm sure there might be like a cosmetic shop in game where maybe you can change your hair color or something different for like in-game money. Maybe we can go with the ginger look and go for some other kind of hair. Yep, that's the ponytail I'm talking about right there. Rocking the ponytail. I like how when you swivel the character, the hair kind of moves about too, and it kind of swivels around like spaghetti or something. It's like some very... From what I understand, the game has some pretty sophisticated physics going on compared to most games, so probably why they're able to do that even just in character creation. So that's the bun in the back hairstyle. Bun in the back, I guess I would also... It reminds me of more of a feminine hairstyle, I guess, but that's just me. So yeah, I mean, I guess we could just, if we're gonna have hair, I think the 80s pulled back sort of hair, combed back, probably what I would want to go with if he's going with hair. Alright, so I think this is good. I think this kind of looks like a good old character. He's like out of an 80s sci-fi movie of some kind, if the pulled back hair, medium length, going for it, just going for it all. Business in the front and a nice old party in the back. Alright. I'm not sure we can do like anything with like their body type or their height or anything like that. I guess that, I don't know if that would affect gameplay at all or the physics engine and how they're doing that, but I guess this is okay. Gonna go with the wavy locks of hair here. Plus, I guess whenever I'm running and I don't have a helmet on, I guess I get to see the hair wave around, and I can kind of critique that if it's good or bad, or if I'm indifferent. So, character creation, yes, save the changes. Not sure if it gives me a chance to name the character or not, but we'll see. Before starting your adventure in Star Citizen, learn the basics of playing the game. Playing through the tutorial will automatically set your primary residence to New Babbage on Microtech. You will also be unable to access your purchased ships until you have completed the tutorial. Estimated duration is about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it's worth it just to play the tutorial and just kind of, you know, do my due diligence and make sure that I know the controls properly. Some of the hotkeys might be slightly different from what they have in game. Just because I needed to make convenient hotkeys. There is a bit of a bug in the game right now where I wasn't able to change hotkeys to two simultaneous button presses. It seems to not be recognizing that correctly when trying to rebind the hotkeys. So I was only able to do some changes to the hotkeys to what I would want. I got kind of frustrated, but you know, I was able to just go, you know what? I'll pivot and do some of the hotkeys, but not all of them for now. So let's go ahead and do the tutorial then. Okay, so, yep, server location USA. I am an American. I guess I already did character customization. I don't really need to go through all that again. Yes, leave. I already customized my character. And then I guess we just go into playing the game then, and this will just be the tutorial section. I'm not sure if this is going to be part of the game proper, but this location we come to primary residence. Are you sure about this? I mean, I can select a different location, I guess. I don't know if it takes me out of the tutorial or not. Can I click anywhere to change the residence? I mean, I guess if I have to play the tutorial, I guess I have to do this by default for the first residence, I guess. For all your ships and items will be stored, okay. I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. Like, I can pivot later on and figure things out. So let's go ahead and just do New Babbage then. Built to keep the world's freezing temperatures at bay. Luxurious top class, Alright, so built to keep the world's freezing temperatures at bay, New Babbage is a luxurious city with top-class amenities and domed open spaces designed to inspire the creativity and productivity of the cutting-edge companies and tech firms drawn here by Microtech's innovative spirits. Microtech, I imagine, is a big sort of company that probably does lots of manufacturing, maybe manufactures some of the ships and parts in the game, so I guess we'll find out more about that after getting into the game proper here. Don't know if this is like a great starting system or not, but since I'm doing the tutorial section, I guess I don't really have a choice in the matter. I don't know if it's going to be changed in later versions of the game to do a tutorial section on a different starting location. That might be a bit more convenient for the style of play or the surrounding areas that you find out about out of game, since there are people that do video guides and tutorials to kind of give you the lowdown on good ways to start the game and good early
Outlaw Group
activities and
Ninetales
things.
have taken over several platforms on Crusader, and the CDF is seeking for volunteers to help resecure them. Check your contract manager for details.
Okay, so I guess you have global chat on the left there, which I assume is just, I'm not sure if that's on by default. I could maybe turn that off if I don't really want that. But for now, let's just go ahead and exit the bed. I think it's like the hold down the F key to do this. Okay, so looks like a couple of frame drops here and there. So let's see, tutorial first steps. Welcome to the verse. It would be kind of nice if I could turn a little bit faster with the mouse in the first person view. Granted, it's more controlled this way, but I might want to be able to turn a bit faster. So let's go ahead and go, if I can, to the options menu. And I don't know if it's like in the controls section. Mouse sensitivity, inversion. I don't know if I need inversion settings or anything like that. I just need the turn settings set a bit more. I want to be able to turn a little bit faster than that. I don't know if there's a setting I changed for that. This is for piloting and doing different things like that. Maybe I need to set the mouse sensitivity a little bit higher for walking or something like that, so I'm not quite familiar. I don't know if there's like an on-foot setting for mouse sensitivity and turning. There were hotkeys for mouse, like walking controls and things like that, and hotkeys. Don't know what ADS percentage means. Maybe just turn the mouse sensitivity a little bit higher. See if that helps out a little bit. Yeah, I guess this is the mouse settings. So let's see if this helps out a little bit to turn a bit faster. A little bit. Yeah, because I like to be able to turn a bit faster when I'm in a first-person perspective here. So let's do just a little bit more. Because I'd rather fix this now than get into an issue later if I'm in like a gunfight and I can't turn fast enough to face my enemy and aim. So let's just do a little bit more. Don't know if this is truly affecting the turn speed or not, but it seems like it is, at least from what I can tell. But I'm also moving very slow. I wish I could move a little bit faster. I know there's like a run hotkey, but check your journal. Press F6 to... Oh, well, so this is one hotkey I changed, the Mobiglass hotkey. I think I changed it to F7, or I thought that I did. I guess maybe that is the proper hotkey, because I know I changed some of the hotkeys around. So I guess, I think F5 is like change camera angle. I changed that hotkey, and this is the... Maybe it automatically puts in the rebinded hotkeys into the tutorial hotkey listings that it has on screen for you. So this is the Mobiglass, and this is like your general sort of status type screen for the most part. And you can also access a lot of other things like your map, or the in-game map at least, and lots of other things that are keeping track of things that you're doing in-game down here with these icons. So yeah, this is the Mobiglass screen, and this is like your current balance of in-game credits that you have. I think I have more credits than usual because of rewards over the years that have, I guess, accumulated on my account because I was like an early backer or an early pledger, and so I think these extra credits might be part of that. So that might be why I have more than usual. And then vitals, you have like different sorts of health things, like you know, your body heat and how hungry you are or thirsty you are, if you need food. If you have oxygen, like if you're out in the atmosphere without oxygen, then you have to have oxygen so you can sort of, you know, die from lack of oxygen. So something to keep in mind. I think it's like the O2 monitor there. And this is like the atmospheric, sort of what the atmosphere is like with all the composition going on. So this is a breathable atmosphere though. So let's click out of this now. Use interaction F to eat and drink, so you can, oh, I guess you have to click on it while holding the F key. And then, oh, I'm picking up something else now. Okay, so the F key does that. You can do this. And then you left click to use it on yourself, I think. Yep. And then I think it was like which key did I have for dropping the item? I forget which. Okay, so that was the one I had for dropping items, and then F picks them up. Not sure how to put it into my inventory. I guess I can maybe drag and drop from this screen to go into like an inventory. Okay, so I can just stick it in there then. It's 80% water left in there, so I guess each drink will take away 20% to hydrate yourself. So I guess you have 5 uses of water bottles there, I imagine. Okay, let's close the inventory screen. So I guess I can just take some of this stuff, and I don't even have to like eat it right away, I hope. I just want to I want to be able to pick this up without like actually eating it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to go ahead and pick up the burrito without eating it. I want to save it for later if I can. Can I pick the thing up or not? I guess there's something down here. Like, I don't know why I can't like eat the burrito. I want to eat it, or at least when I pick it up. So what do we have going on down here? Okay, so I have a crate of what looks like food of some kind. I might want to go in. I don't know how I can turn off the global chat. I mean, I'm sure it's useful for some people, but for learning the game, I don't want to see what everyone else is doing right now. So let's just go to the menu here. And let's just keep adding stuff to inventory if I can. I don't know what's going on with this screen right here. It's like a big old bugged out thing going on. Let's just go ahead and drop this for now. I don't know. It almost looked like it was going to go through the floor there for a second. So, what's going on here? What's it pointing me towards? Yes, drink water. And then it's telling me to eat burrito. Okay, like, let's see if I can... No, I don't want to close that. I want to open. And then can I crouch? I guess that's going prone, not really crouching. Let's just store that. And then don't know if I can do anything with that or not, but wish I could just crouch instead of going prone. I forget which hotkey I have that set for. Maybe I need to go ahead and just check that real quick because I don't know. Bear in mind there are tons and tons of hotkeys here, so let's just do on foot hotkeys here. Crouch is the control key. Alright, well, that's going to make things a bit easier. Crouching, definitely a lot easier than simply going prone and going commando. Okay, so there isn't really like a reticule that I can really use except outside of the F mode here. No, I don't want to sit back on the bed. I'm wanting to go ahead and pick this thing up. Let's just store all this stuff that I have on my person, I hope. I imagine these little items I can like maybe sell later on if I don't want to use them, and just kind of store them or whatever for later. So I'm just trying to figure out all the things in the game that I can interact with right now, so just bear with me as I'm kind of learning the controls of the game and figuring out how to pick things up and what you can interact with. So I guess we close that. And then, is there anything else in here I can interact with? Yes, I can. So right now I'm just storing a lot of extra things just to, you know, make sure that I have plenty of things either to sell or having extra food items or whatever else. There might also be some extra in-game items from back when I originally pledged and got some sort of reward things over time from CIG and all that. I don't know if I'm like running out of storage space or not, but let's just drop that for now. What I want to do is I want to open this thing. No, I don't want to pick that up. I want to interact with the thing. Let's drop this. And let's... So I guess some of these cups, you can carry them, but you can't like store them in your inventory, I guess, if I'm understanding correctly. Let's close that. What I want to do is I want to interact with this. There we go. I was having a hard time making sure that I was actually clicking on that. My mouse cursor is all the way over here, but for some reason it's like highlighting these over here for some reason. So definitely an incomplete game as far as functionality from what I can tell, but when it works it's fine. But it seems to need some tightening up of the controls and your mouse clicks and the interactivity portions of it. Okay. So I guess I can open this as well. What's this? Guess there's something hidden back here that I can get. So I guess storing is unavailable for this crate. Not even sure what's in this crate, but can I inspect it to see what's in it? Let's sit on the couch. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just drop it there then. If it's going to be... place, put it there on the couch. And then let's go ahead and pick some of this stuff up too. Storing is unavailable. And I'm already out of like space or something like that, or I don't know what's the deal. Like maybe I'm out of storage space on my spacesuit, and I need like more storage space of some kind. Okay, well, I don't know why it did a double whammy on me there. I was just opening it, but maybe I accidentally double clicked. Alright, what do we have in here? Looks like some kind of beverage or food item. Don't know what it is, but I'm picking it up. Okay. And then let's close. As I walk unusually slow. And it keeps on. I have my mouse cursor over here clearly, and it's highlighting other things. Okay, I don't want to open that. I want to open this thing right here. I guess I have to have it highlighted as blue to make sure I open this particular one. But it's having a hard time with it sometimes. Okay, so what's this thing then? Inspect. I just want to find out what it is. I don't really need to just look at it like that, you know? Let's just store some of this stuff if I can, and I can figure out what it is later. I don't know. I guess maybe I can't interact with this thing because the this little thing right there is in the way, I guess. I can't interact with that little bottle on the ground. So what's down here? Store that as well. I imagine I can sell these things for pennies on the dollar when I get out of here. And kind of figure out to go to the stores and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool opening and closing animation. Looks like I have more stuff to carry and put on my person. It looks like some kind of food processor, some cookies over there, nice oven, and all this other stuff here. It looks like some kind of book of some kind. Maybe it's a cookbook, I hope. Store this mug. Like, I imagine I have to keep some utensils around on a ship, so that way I can, like, eat and drink stuff without, like, you know, having to do it all by hand. Like, obviously, if you need to store water, then you might need a mug to go ahead and drink it with or something, I imagine. Horizon helmet. Oh, okay, so we can equip the... Maybe this is like a bonus item I got from sort of like early backer rewards or stuff like that. Okay, so what do I look like? Alright, so I got a helmet on now. I'm switching to third person to see what I look like with this helmet. I believe that you have to take off your helmets to be able to like eat and drink things, so you have to kind of like cycle between those from what I understand. There we go, let's go back to first person. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that, and I'm gonna have to remember how to take off my helmet so I can eat and drink stuff that the game is telling me to. More stuff to go ahead and stuff in my suit. I guess these aren't interactable though, so I guess maybe not. Alright. Still at only walking speed. I wish I could just flat out run. Like, I don't know if there's any way to increase my speed. There we go. I have to use the mouse wheel to increase my base speed here. There might be like some kind of, what do you want to call it? Like a stamina mechanic, so you can't like run indefinitely at high speed, but I prefer this than to just walking at slow speed. So I guess you use the mouse wheel to slow your base speed here. So if you only want to walk instead of run, you can just use your mouse wheel to change your speed setting here for moving around. So I guess you can't carry those mugs for whatever reason. I already checked. Well, I guess I don't think I did check that out. Oh, and there's something else behind here. I don't know what this is, but I guess I can carry it. I guess it looks like a spray bottle of some kind. Yeah, it's just a spray bottle. Okay. Have any other goodies behind door number 2? It doesn't look like it. Okay, and then what about these down here? Do these have anything in them? Storing is unavailable. Okay. So I guess some items you can't store on you, or maybe they have no like mechanical function, I guess. So maybe the ones that don't have mechanical function, they can just like carry them around and do all that kind of stuff and can't really do anything with them. Okay, so let's close that. Open this bottom one. No, I want to open the bottom one. Close. How do I open the bottom one? Maybe I have to get the right angle here. Just doing massive mouse clicks here, and yeah, the mouse detection needs some work for this interaction sort of mode. Because trying to get the right thing to click with my mouse clicks isn't always working so well. Can I interact with anything up here too? What about down here? Oh, that's the... I have a... Oh, it looked like a ladder at first, but I guess this is just like a clothing or towel rack or something like that. So what do we have down here? Yeah, it looks like a laundry... That's like a laundry rack of some kind. And it looks like I have like clothes and stuff over here. I can't, as far as I can tell, take these clothes. I guess they're there for decoration. Didn't really mean to pick that up. I was trying to see if there's anything else around here that's interactable that I could take with me. Nothing up there as far as I can tell. Storing is unavailable for lots of objects, it seems. I want to be able to take as many things as I can with me, but apparently I can't do that with all of these. Little first aid station. Can I get anything out of here? I guess not. So is there anything cool in here? No. Maybe I already opened this before and I just don't remember doing that. There's lots of things to open in here, even if it's just like the opening room. But I'm just trying to find, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything in the opening room that might be obvious that you probably want. And then there was something like eat a burrito that the game was wanting me to do earlier, but I guess that thing, whatever it is, like a salt shaker or some kind, I don't know what it looked like, but it looked like something resembling a salt shaker type deal. What's that down there? Can I interact with that? No, I can't. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. There we go. So it looks like mostly everything except for the bathroom that I haven't... Or is this the... There we go. I have to open the door first to go in here. This looks like a shower bathroom type deal. Or is this some other kind of area that I'm just not recognizing? Is there anything I can take with me? There's like a little thing I can open over here. There's nothing in it. Okay. Jeez. Alright, so let's open this. Is that just for opening the door behind me or something? Open, close. Oh, it's for this, I think. What's it opening? Oh, is it for... I can't seem to tell what it's doing. Or, oh, it's opening this thing up top, is it? So this thing... Oh, it's for the... At least that's what it looks like it's doing. So... Yeah, that's what it's opening. So I guess maybe you open that and then you can turn it on to do the shower thing, I guess. And then that's like your toilet and toilet paper. Oh, God. Oh my gosh, they are. So I guess you do these buttons down. You do this to put your toilet out, and then this you can go and put to put like your shower out. I guess to use shower water down. I guess that's what it looks like. It's like a really compact sort of. Shall we say, shower bathroom with a built-in toilet, and then here's a sink for washing your hands. And then, yeah, so, okay, it's just like a very compact version of a bathroom. Is there anything here that I can pick up anywhere? Let's get out of this menu. Oh, right click, okay. So is there anything here that I can pick up and take? I can highlight a couple things over here, but I can't seem to do anything with it. Oh, can I take teddy bear? No. I'm surprised a spacefaring person has like a teddy bear there with them. Maybe it's like a childhood item. Okay. Yeah, so there's lots of things that you can interact with, certainly. Then you can interact with like basically everything. I'm trying to quick open and it's not opening. And the door open. Maybe it's not opening because I haven't eaten and drinking anything yet, or I haven't done what the tutorial is telling me to do. So let's. Where's that like rack of food? There it is. At least I think it is. I mean, it looks like food. I'm trying to place it. So maybe you place it on top of this and then you cook it on like the stovetop or something? Alright, well, wherever the burritos are, that's what I want to deal with. I guess I can't do anything with that over there, so placeholder, contract item, okay. Lots of placeholder type titles for these items. So the names of these items, for the most part, have like placeholder names. Like I imagine this is like soy sauce or something like that. Maybe you put it to flavor food that you cook on like your ship or something. Some of these are worth an unusually large amount of money for just something laying around in the apartment. Fish tank. Oh, this is the stuff that's like stored in this starting place that you have. So you have like different gear and stuff, and then some of these I guess, or at least maybe this is like yeah, that's volume, not sell value. So volume and sell value are different. I was thinking that was sell value at first, but it's actually the volume that it takes up in your inventory, I think. And right now my armor and leg compartments are almost full. Like entirely full. I don't know what these things sell for, probably not a lot. It's like this is something that was a free thing that I got for like sort of early backer reward things for some anniversary things. So some of these things are extra rewards for people that pledged, I think, like way early in the process, and then as anniversaries came and went, ended up getting like free extra bonus items for free that weren't usually anything major, but something that's sort of like cosmetic or decorative in some cases. Okay, so placeholder. Okay, so I guess what I'm looking for here is do I have the burrito that the game wanted me to eat? Eat burrito is right there. What? I guess I can just place it down there. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what the game wants me to do here for the eating and drinking portion here. Let's see, item interactions. Let's attach the helmet to the hip. So did I do that? Doesn't look like it. Is it attaching it to the hip or not? I mean, it still looks like you have the helmet on for some reason. I'm trying to remember exactly how you change the helmet. That's the flashlight. How do you... Nope. So how do you change the... There we go. So I think it was the H key that I used to unequip the helmet. Okay, so do I have my helmet anywhere that I can put back on? Let's see. Did I drop the helmet? Yeah, so I might go ahead and pause the recording here until I figure out what the game wants me to do, and then I can get back when I finally figure out how to do some of the functions here for the running the tutorial section and maybe turning off the global chat. So I'll pause the recording here for a moment, and then I will get back to you with when I finally figured everything out. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, so I am sort of back. Basically, when I kind of found out, I tried exploring the room as much as I could to try and find the, shall we say, the burrito that I'm supposed to eat in the tutorial section, and I couldn't find anything resembling that. I mean, maybe I picked it up, but it didn't show up in my inventory properly. It's kind of disappointing to get stuck in the tutorial section because I couldn't even open up the door to get out of the room and just continue on with the rest of the game and skip the tutorial. So we'll see if I can just find a way to skip it and do all that kind of stuff. But I did figure out a way to go ahead and turn off the global chat, at least in the hotkey menu, which is the F12 button. So at least I can switch the global chat on and off when I load into the game here this time. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And I also changed one of the hotkeys. Since the control key I use for some hotkeys for recording in OBS Studio, I went ahead and changed the crouch hotkey to a different hotkey, so that way whenever I'm getting ready to pause recording or do anything like that, the character isn't like crouching right as that happens. So I change that. I don't want to play the tutorial. I am just going to go ahead and skip it because I got stuck on it last time and I just don't care. I don't want to have to get stuck on a tutorial section anymore. I'll just learn on my own. Okay, so I guess you can't really change your location after doing the tutorial system, I guess. So I guess I'm just stuck on New Babbage. I mean, I'm sure it's probably okay. There might be other spots that are maybe better, but it is what it is, and I'm sure that it'll be okay. I just need to go ahead and live with learning the game, I guess. So it's kind of interesting that it has your select location button right there, but you can't actually select the location because there's nothing that comes up when you click it. So let's just get back into the Star Citizen universe and learn the game and play it by ear. Yeah, I was stuck in that room for about 20 minutes trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Unfortunately, it might just be a bug that didn't allow me to progress in the tutorial. I don't want to get stuck in the tutorial again. Even though it would be nice to have like all those like extra items and stuff I found about, and equipping and de-equipping the various things that I had.
Outlaws belonging to the Nine Tails gang have taken over several commercial platforms on Crusader. The CDF needs any available volunteers to sign up via their contract manager.
Yep, and I also went ahead and turned off the subtitles because the subtitles seem to really be going across the screen here, and it wasn't properly, shall we say, bordering it within the game screen as far as how far the text would reach. So as far as that goes, I just turned the subtitles off for now, so I can use the F12 key to turn off global chat like that. And I just fiddled around with the controls a little bit, and okay, so I guess the contracts are just coming up right away here, and I, don't want to accept anything not knowing what it is, so I don't know if he can change that later in the menus and such. So let's go ahead and equip our character with everything. I think he's already equipped with the same stuff that I had last time, so I equipped this different armor and stuff on, and a special backpack that already has stuff in it, or at least I thought it did. Thought it had ammo in it, but I guess not. But I equipped some of these weapons they start off with. I think they might be part of an early pledge thing, or they might be default weapons. I forget which. But I think the armor might be like some kind of early pledge, anniversary type thing, because it doesn't. It doesn't seem like the standard armor, which was this white stuff right here, that had different counts for like obviously some different baseline stats. This seems to have a better temperature rating, and I assume that maybe it might offer, I think it offers about the same protection, but it's better as far as the temperature rating for environments and such, I guess. And plus I like the red color, so I can stick with that and be okay. As far as the backpack though, I might change that to this one because it has more storage capacity. So let's go ahead and swap this with the current backpack. Yeah, because that has more storage and volume and higher ammo count that you can have inside of it. And then we can equip our gun here again that we have, the rifle, I think. Oh. Camera's panning in a weird way. Okay, camera angles are a bit of an issue. And I guess I can put that on either side of your backpack, I imagine. don't think it makes that much of a difference, I bet. And then, how do I get the ammo into the backpack? Because it shows ammo count, or at least I thought it showed ammo count on the backpack that was just sitting there in the inventory. But yeah, I added a bunch of stuff just to the apartment, as far as like just the stuff that's in the apartment stored here. During the off-screen time, I don't know if it kept sort of doing that. I kept the items I stored. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll probably pause the recording again, pick up all the junk on the ground here, and then go from there. So give me one moment and I will clog my inventory and be right back. Alright, so after many picking up of things and after some other reshuffled hotkeys later to try and not correspond so much with the recording hotkeys for OBS Studio, I finally think I picked up about as many interactable things as I can think of. There are a couple things I can carry but not actually store, as far as I am aware. One thing I did notice, even while I was paused to go away to take like a bathroom break or whatever, is that even while you're in this little pause screen, it would seem that even this little hydration meter goes down while you're away, even if the game is seemingly paused. So we need to go ahead and find some water to hydrate ourselves with. I tried seeing if I could pick up this thing, but it wasn't really... my cursor was not really picking this thing up to actually try and drink some water. I remembered last time during the tutorial portion that there was some water provided, but it does not seem to be anywhere in our inventory type screen as far as I can tell. Inventory management could use some work. Because like it's very compact and everything, but it'd be nice just to be able to see exactly what something is and not have so much of these, again, placeholder names and not having a clear indication of what something is. Like it'd be nice to have, for example, icons for food items or for cooking items, or have icons for things to help hydrate yourself to know exactly what it is. It'd be kind of nice to have that in the main interface screen too, while you're in the interactivity sort of bits of just the first person view here. But yeah, it'd be nice to have just more general icons that just aren't going to be quite as, you know, limiting as far as like what information that you're getting, so to speak. Okay, so we need to go ahead and find some water because hydration is not looking good. I mean, I don't know why they have first aid kits things sitting out here if you can't actually interact with them. That's kind of interesting decision. So let's go ahead and up our speed with the mouse wheel so we can get moving along here. Can you open this and go in? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can interact with, of course, which is nice. But there's also a bunch of things here that you think you might be able to interact with that you can't really interact with, unfortunately. I guess you can press the button to call an elevator, which probably what I'm going to need to do. I'm just seeing if there's any other rooms that I'm missing around here. That I don't know if there's like any other people you could talk to or shops or anything in this level, or if it's just like a residence area. Looks like it's just like a residence area. I'm gonna need to go down the elevator to get off of this level, it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some water, I hope, because our character needs to drink something. With his long flowing locks, probably requires lots of water to fuel those babies. Okay, so let's go ahead and I mean, I guess I don't know which floor we go to shops or whatever like that, but I guess we go down to the lobby then, I assume. Yeah, I guess this is just like a residential area. We have to go down to the lobby and get out of here and go somewhere else. Alright, head down to the lobby. Alright, a little bit of texture pop in, but nothing too bad, I guess. I changed the hotkey for the global chat here, so it's changed it slightly just to make sure it wasn't conflicting with any of my OBS Studio hotkeys, but I'm trying to remember the hotkeys as best I can for the just general things I might be using now and again. I'll probably turn on the chat later as I go and explore around a little bit. It's telling me melee combat stuff while I'm not in a combat area. There's more elevators. What I really want is some water and not so much of these frame drops. Okay, so where's somewhere where I can start buying some stuff? That's what I'm really looking for. Alright. So it looks like here I might be able to go ahead and buy some water, I hope. Is that water down there, the blue thing? Okay, so we want to get some water, obviously. Can I buy more than one at a time? That would be really helpful. Can I do that? I mean, let's just get one here, obviously, so I can start drinking right now. It said delivered to my local inventory, so I thought it'd be on my person on this side. Okay, I want that, and then I want to carry, and then I want to start drinking because we need the hydration like right now. Optimal hydration level achieved at 19%. I don't think so. We need to drink a lot of water here. I guess that meter right there on the right down here is showing how much water is left approximately inside there. So we really need to chug quite a bit of water here. Okay, and now we probably want to... I don't know what we're going to do with this. I guess we can just store it, I guess. Looks like one of these bottles fell on the ground, I guess. Don't mind me. I mean, it doesn't say that it's stealing, at least not that I can tell. I guess maybe these are just like empty bottles or something that are just laying on the ground here. Don't know if I can turn them in for money or anything like that, but... What's this, a medical gown? I mean, heck, if people are going to just leave this stuff lying around, I might as well take it and see if I can... Amish plague? Is that what that says? Amiyoshi plague. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's a plague, then obviously I don't want to carry it. Okay, so it's move all that stuff just to the 20%. Let's move all this stuff to my local apartment inventory there. Looks like the screen there is kind of glitching out a bit in the background. Carry this. Don't think the hydrating should be such a tall task to be able to just do, but apparently it is. And I guess that's out, so let's just go ahead and store that away. Probably need to buy some more water here. I just wish that there were a way to go ahead and buy them in bulk at one time and buy a bunch of them. There's probably a way to scavenge and find water, but I'd rather just do this now and take care of it. Just make sure that I'm doing it properly, as it were, and just get these things done. Again, I really wish that you could just buy a bunch of them at one time. Like, I don't know why you need to buy them one at a time here. It's really unintuitive to have to do this over and over again just to make sure you have water. So I guess Roberts Space Industries, if you're unlikely event that you're watching this, just allow you to buy stuff in bulk. Like, you know, what's wrong? Like, even Super Nintendo games could make you, or could allow you to just buy stuff, like 10 of them, and that's very intuitive doing it that way. I don't know, maybe we have to talk. I mean, I guess I thought I might have to talk to them to do it that way. Like, it'd be nice if they're like a shopping screen where you can just purchase something in bulk and not have to worry about it. I guess more info. So hydrates, and it probably helps out with your hunger as well. Let's get a couple of apples as well. I mean, this shouldn't take this long. Yeah, it really shouldn't take that long to do this kind of thing. Let's just put this in our armor, and the backpack can be used for larger items. Well, this is going to be used for like hydration and beverages and such. An apple that goes in the backpack too. Let's go ahead and eat the apple. I assume that's... Yep, the hunger meter down there went down. Yeah, the screen is glitching out if the camera angle is at a weird angle here, so... I don't mean to do that. Okay, well, I guess I have to do it... At least I thought I had the apple in my hand. I guess I don't. I think I want to buy one more here.
Attention, Stanton System. This is Rowena Dooley with the CDF. I've been getting unsubstantiated reports of
I'm
a
trying
potential
to...
emergency on Crusader.
I'm trying to buy the apple, and it's having me take an apple instead for some reason.
This is Rowena Dooley with the CDF.
Like, does it automatically deduct the amount?
I'm currently waiting for clearance to activate the CDF if the need
If we
arises.
take the apple, because I don't want to steal the apples, obviously. It'd be just kind of nice if there's like an on-screen thing in the interface to show if you're actually purchasing it or not, if you're just taking the apple off the shelf there. It's like, here you confirm purchase and all that, but that takes you to another screen, and so I just wish that it would explain things a little bit better for that. No, it's not. I guess a sandwich is okay. Let's go ahead and... Jeez. So, like, buying stuff should not be this tedious. Like, I don't know about any of you guys, but, yeah, it should not be this, you know, tedious. Just to, like, I don't want to just take it like that. I want to go ahead and actually store it for later, like buy it and put it away for later or something, right? Yum yum. Alright, so I'm just making sure I have enough, like, food and drink and stuff, so... for some reason the screen isn't doing anything right now, for some reason. Okay, so what's going on now? The screen was not doing anything there for a moment. It would not register my clicks, so I was waiting for it to react. I guess we'll do one more apple here. So I'm just making sure I have enough stuff so when I go out there I'm not going to be without, like, the essentials here. So I'm trying to think, I want to go obviously to my ship at some point, but I already have, like, some weapons and stuff. I don't know if I need to get, like, some ammunition for, like, my weapons. Obviously that might be one thing I need to go and buy. Maybe, like, some med kits to heal my health, like similar to healing potions or something like that. And then I want to make sure this is on my own person here, or my own on-person inventory here for the water. So I'm putting a lot of water in my armor components just to make sure that I have that on hand, and then we're going to put some food on here too. So I have some yummy apples. Trying to move this apple over here. There we go. I'll keep one water in storage just so that I have that for a rainy day. Oh, excuse me. And then I don't know if I can, like, sell all that stuff in bulk somewhere to, like, a general store or something like that. Out here somewhere, that'd be kind of nice if I could, so I could get rid of all that and make some moolah off of it. I guess I can't go over there. So Metro Loop, I assume that that's like a train sort of station type thing. What's this down here? Another medical gown? Okay. Let's just go ahead and transfer that to local storage. Transfer to local storage over here, please. I don't want to swap it with that. I just want to stick it over there. There we go. Okay, so it's been a bit of a slow start so far. I was hoping to just really be able to jump right into things, but it's not really working out that way so far. Does that go anywhere? Doesn't seem to. Okay, so I guess next item on the docket. I think care center would be like a medical center, so maybe I can buy some med kits here or some other kinds of stuff.
Before you head out, remember to stock up at our pharmacy. Fully stocked first aid kit is a must-have.
I guess these are just people working in the background, and there's some random thing lying on the... I guess it's just like a random magazine or something. Any random stuff laying around that people don't mind me having. So this definitely looks like a medical center or hospital type area. As far as I'm aware, you're supposed to be able to come here and get like healed up or have your basically have all of your negative sort of conditions or hunger and stuff taken care of, and thirst and stuff like that. And if you're hurt, it'll heal up your wounds and stuff like that. I'm not sure if there's like any signs that are telling you like where you can actually go for, you know, actual treatment or something, or where you can go to buy stuff. Yeah, so there's like more rooms and stuff over there, but I imagine that you can't actually buy stuff there, I think, so... Maybe this is a room where you can buy stuff? Oh, regeneration options, okay. I don't know what this room over here is. Maybe it's just like some office of some kind. So I think that's where I came from, and now I just need to go ahead and find my way down to the metro loop, I think. There's nothing I can do over there, is there? I don't think so. What's that sign? It's like... There's lots of interesting things here and some small little attention to detail type things, but on the other hand, it'd be like, I just want to know, where are the shops? Where can I go to? Alright, so retail. Okay, so that's probably where I want to go. Oh, that's exit. Not that it probably matters here, but I don't know if the game's really tracking that to go through the enter lane. I guess there's like a somewhat of a map here, but it probably doesn't help you out all that much. Another train coming in soon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this was the area for, you know, the area where I can hopefully go to some shops and buy some stuff before heading out here.
Careful, doors are now closing.
Interesting graphical effects to go through a tram that's going really, really fast. Some of the graphical effects and lighting effects are really, shall we say, kind of glitching a little bit. Hopefully people's eyes aren't too hurt by the tram going super fast. So I was kind of looking down for a moment just to make sure I didn't have to deal too much with the thing moving super fast that you have forced to look at. Oh, yeah, there's nothing over there. There's lots of random people sitting around, and someone that looks like they have, I don't know if it's like a religious ornament of some kind, or if it's just like their general clothing. First I thought they had like a cross like amulet on their chest or something, but it might be something different.
Thank you for visiting New Babbage's Tobin Expo Center. Stand's preeminent destination.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of
Aspire
dismounted passengers.
Grand. So I'm seeing a bunch of stuff for like connections and things like
The
that.
capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closing.
Hopefully I'm not getting lost unintentionally here. I was not really expecting to have to go through a bunch of tram connections and stuff just to try and find a shop to shop at, if that makes sense. I mean, if I'm being honest, not the best new player experience so far. You're not really doing a whole lot. And you got graphics start glitching out like crazy on the train ride, so... Like, if you look down here, you're still seeing like the glitching out and all that kind of stuff. You can't avoid it. It is unavoidable.
Nearing next stop.
And then like that little blue sign or whatever it was, like glitching through the train or whatever, might need to fix that too. So Aspire Grand. Retail, business, food, entertainment. I just want to go somewhere where I can buy stuff. I don't know if I'm going around in circles or what. You're here. Yeah, all I want to do is like get to some shops and buy some stuff, but it appears that just finding a place to shop at that doesn't have just like water and food or whatever is just kind of a chore for some reason.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Oh, whatever. I guess I can just go over to the spaceport and get into my ship and try and figure out things from there. Maybe there might be a shop at the spaceport.
Capsule now
Tried going on that
approaching
train
station.
ride and it
Stand
took me
clear
to
of
another
dismounted
connection
passengers.
for more trains or whatever, and that's not really where I want to be. So let's try this one this time.
Careful, doors are now closing.
I mean, I'm sure that there's some stuff on the maps, like somewhere that, you know, shows things a little bit better, but to be honest, it just, I don't know, those, the maps that were up on the walls or whatever, like, it's not really showing the connections of you're here and then, you know, pointing things out of, like connecting diagrams to show if you go on this tram, this is the location you go to, and then so on and so forth, you know. The maps didn't really help me to try and figure out where I'm going at all. I mean, the environments are certainly nice and everything, so I mean, it has that going for it. The clouds actually kind of look like clouds. It does look more like a backdrop kind of cloud instead of like fluffy clouds, the way that real clouds kind of look sometimes. You know, they kind of have that little fluff factor to them, and not so much smoothed out, but
Nearing next stop.
so yeah, I will say from the get-go, this game probably isn't for everybody, at least with the new player experience that I'm experiencing right now. So where am I right now? You are here. Spaceport station, okay. And then there's garages and stuff, I imagine, for like your ships or your different vehicles or different things like that. Elevators and trains, elevators and trains. So where are we going? Level 1 spaceports, such and such. Okay, so maybe this might be a point in time where I need to go ahead and bring up the handy dandy Moby glass and see maybe if I can just you know, find out. There's comlink, contracts manager, journal. Let's check the journal here. This is just like contracts and stuff I imagine that have come up. I guess this is also first aid type things. I can read about this later. But yeah, I'm just trying to go ahead and mostly just find out where can I get to my ship. Not that, maybe the comlink is what I'm looking for. No, I'm not looking at global chat. That's not what I want. Knickknacks. No, that's not it. That's like the world galactic map. Alright, so this is like trading with other players, I would think, or people that you know. Let's get back in this menu one more time. Let's see, contracts managers, probably just for figuring out what contracts you want to do and different things like that. Vehicle maintenance, I think is just like repair service. I'm thinking, yeah, refuel, restock, and repair for repairing damage, refueling the ship, and then restocking the weapons. What's Delphi? And this is like, I guess, a reputation system with different like factions and organizations or something for this tab. So let's bring up the map one more time. So I think this triangle right here is where we are currently. All I need to know now is how do I get to my ship? And why are there so many elevators? Getting a bunch of contracts on the top of the screen there, but I can't really take any of them, obviously, because I need to figure out how to get to my ship. Or the actual spaceport area. Looks like there's a couple of guards out here. Some lockers that people have, probably to safely store their stuff here. Customs and information. Hey, could you guys go ahead and tell me where I can get to my ship? I guess this is like a justice department area of some kind. Does this sign say where this area leads to, or is there a sign that says Spaceport Lobby? Okay. Don't know if there's any way to fast travel to places in like a space station or whatever, but it'd be really nice. I don't want to spend all this time just walking around doing nothing. Alright, so this is where you can rent vehicles. I assume ships. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. You are here, okay. Fleet manager, terminals. Looks like there's like a food and drink place over there from that symbol right here. Okay, so looks like some of the things that we probably want are on this level then. Double check what we have in our inventory here. So we have plenty of water, we have some food. Should be fine. Kind of hoping that we can find a shop to sell some of this junk at, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so fleet manager's there. That's where you rent ships. Surface access, pedestrian and vehicle access. Okay. And I guess commercial flights would be for just taking transportation and having that streamlined or something if you didn't want to take your own ship. But the doors look like they're inaccessible, so I think you just have to go to the hangars and then go to your own ship.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's just deliver our Origin 300i that I talked about, and let's go ahead and have this taken care of now.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings.
Yep, let's go ahead and retrieve
Vehicle
our ship.
selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 4. Okay.
Please visit us again.
Remember,
Goodbye.
your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Now, where the hell is Hangar 4? I mean, all these elevators go to the hangars, but do I know which one leads to Hangar 4? Let's just store this junk in there as usual. Let's just go into an elevator. I'm sure they all... Oh, there we go. That's the... what I wanted to know. Hangar 9. That also leads to... Oh, that's the current elevator location. Okay. I guess that's the way I'm interpreting it. So where's Hangar 4? There it is. Alright, so we're making some headway here. Finally found Hangar 4. Is there anything here that's a freebie? Doesn't look like it. What's this area? Another elevator? Okay. Lots of elevators, lots of trains. Looks like this is like a law enforcement thing. If, I don't know, there's like a criminal system in this game, so maybe this is like a law enforcement thing to be like, I turn myself in or pay the fine type thing. And then there's my glorious ship, the 300i, or the Origin 300i. So there's like a couple different ways I've seen in videos that you can kind of open these things up. You have like a, right here, there's like a little, in most cases, a sort of, shall we say, like sort of stairway or, you know, something like that that you can have kind of go down and open up so we can like roll things up there and walk up a ramp type deal. And then there's the ladder here that leads to the cockpit. And then you have a sleeping quarters here, and then I can obviously, I think, turn on my what is it, my flashlight. If I, oh, I thought I had the hotkey going. I guess I don't know if I don't. I thought I had the right hotkey for turning on the flashlight, but maybe I'm mistaken. Let me go ahead and just double check the, I mean, maybe I don't have a flashlight equipped in my inventory right now after I swapped equipment around, but let me just make sure here. That's on foot. Yep, T is supposed to be flashlight, and I'm pretty sure I haven't changed that on foot all. So, yep, T for flashlight. So, don't know if I just don't have a flashlight or if there's like some thing that you just can't activate the flashlight inside your ship. I don't know. Alright, so you have like some storage compartments here in this particular ship. It's originally like a luxury type traveling ship. But it has some storage capacity and ability to store different things here, so I think here you can store, I mean, I assume like clothing and that kind of stuff. And then there should be like food storage, I think, for these compartments right here. And then a bed to sleep on for, I guess, like logging off. I think that's what that's mainly for, in this little spot. Oh, and I guess this can lead, I guess it's the toilet. So let's close that. We don't need the toilet right now. And then there's the cockpit. I don't know if there's any more space that I can access from here. At least not that I'm seeing. Like, there's no door that I think I can open up or activate for like opening up a ramp of some kind. Alright, let's enter the pilot seat for the first time. I'm going to need to go ahead and start up my ship now. I played around a little bit with the controls in the free flight mode for flying a ship. Left shift plus tab is what they said for the ship menu thing. And so I guess I'm not sure how, I forgot how to take off. Might need to check the hotkeys here real quick. Let's go back to
This is
flight.
Special Agent Dooley with the CDF. The outlaw group Nine Tails have taken over several platforms on Crusader, and the CDF is seeking for volunteers to help resecure them. Check your contract manager for details.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. Oh, landing mode toggle. Maybe that might be it. N for landing mode toggle, and then I guess you can turn the engines on and off. Maybe that might be it as well. Strafe up might also be what I need to do as well. Strafe up it is.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, so I'm colliding. Why can't I leave?
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the facility.
I'm trying. There we go. I'm finally out. I don't know why they're going to try and find you for something that's kind of out of your control, just to try and learn the controls and just kind of mess around here. I hope that my ship didn't take much damage either from trying to figure out how to properly get around. Visibility is somewhat limited in this ship compared to some other ships. I mean, obviously the top line visibility is okay. Maybe I just need to change the camera angle a little bit here. So I'm just kind of floating around for now. But yeah, this is the majority, well, not the majority of the game, but a good chunk of the game. You're just learning how to fly your ship, obviously, is one of them. Some ships, they function differently when they're in space compared to when they're just in the atmosphere. And I think that from this sort of screen, you can like take contracts and that kind of thing. You can also fly out of the atmosphere from what I understand. I'm just trying to get used to how the controls work. I think as you don't... I'm going to go ahead and just... Kind of seems like my ship is just kind of... Maybe gravity and physics are kind of playing a part the way it's rolling to the right that way. So you have to kind of straighten out your ship just to make sure that gravity doesn't affect things too negatively. So yeah, doing it with mouse and keyboard definitely it takes some getting used to, I will say that. I guess the interesting thing is that the tooltips on the right, even on my big TV that I'm playing the game on right now, it's kind of hard to see the text. I imagine on a monitor it might be even harder to see. I don't know if there's a way to adjust the text font size or anything of that nature, but hopefully there is. So it looks like there's like some other like ships and stuff around here. Who's this? Don't know if that's like another player or something like that. So looks like there's some people talking in the global chat here. So let's try and fly out of the atmosphere here and then see if we can't maybe like try and take a mission or something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be killed like straight away for after flying out of the atmosphere or anything like that. If there's going to be like some random pirates that show up out of nowhere to kill me, but we'll figure out the game as we go, I imagine. It's definitely, like, even though EVE Online has a learning curve, which is a game, an MMO RPG that I've played quite a bit, I would definitely say that even its learning curve isn't as big as this, just for learning the controls and everything. Like the hotkeys in EVE Online are definitely more responsive. There is a slight delay for some of the commands that you do in EVE Online because it's an MMO and the, shall we say, network needs to register your commands. Okay, so I'm leaving the armistice zone. I assume that means now that people are free to go ahead and peg me with their weapons if they really want to. Okay, so let's go back into the atmosphere here, and we're going to go ahead and see if it might be a good idea to go ahead and take a mission first rather than trying to take one while in the middle of space where people can shoot me freely. Yeah, there's some very nice graphical effects, but there is some glitching that I can see over there. Some kind of blurry, randomish type effects there. That's going on for some weird reason. I assume that the red is you coming back in the atmosphere and taking the I guess like the heat.
Hello.
Okay, and so what's the hotkey? I'm trying to remember. Quest landing. Okay.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Don't know where that is. Where is the assigned landing bay? Assume back in society over here somewhere. Okay, so where do I need to go to be able to land? That is the question.
That request has already been granted.
Yeah, it's already been granted. I'm just trying to figure out where it is I'm supposed to land exactly. Where the check mark is?
Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed.
Ah, Hangar 4. Okay, I finally see it now. There are the numbers corresponding to the different hangars there. Jeez, why do I have to go inside of such a small hangar just to make sure I don't... Okay, so I'm trying my best to get my ship in here. Okay.
Landing complete.
That was not much of a landing, but okay.
Launch complete.
Alright, so I at least was able to land my ship without destroying it, so... Okay, game. I mean, I guess I already took some damage because I, shall we say, can I get into my ship? I thought that my ship had landed, but I guess not. I mean, it said my ship landed, so I thought that it landed, so... Okay. So, like, I don't know if I need to just, like, log out and log back in to go ahead and fix it, but, yeah, that's not a landing game. Don't tell me it landed if it's just stuck there in the mid-air. Its new superpower does not even need to fully land to land. It can land 20 feet up in the air from the surface. Looks like this is repair power tool stuff going on there. I guess this might be for like fleet type things. Maybe where you need to use that. I don't know. I don't know if it's like an emergency med-base station if you get hurt. This is like what? Workbench or something like that, or... Alright. Well, let's go ahead and, like, I don't know if there's like a way to like make my ship like respawn here or something. So, I don't know if there's like a terminal that we need to access to make our thing appear properly. Yeah, I don't think jumping is going to jump high enough so that way we can get back into our ship. Alright, so I'm going to try logging out and then logging back in, essentially. Because, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's actually working the way that it's intended. So maybe I just need to go ahead and have my, show. I guess I received a party invite that's from some random person, so. So, let's try this again and see if my ship can respawn in the correct location this time. Yeah, Star Citizen is not off to a good start here. I kind of expected the controls to be more intuitive. I know that the physics are really sophisticated for actually flying ships, I understand that, but I kind of wish that the actual hangars were not so small and narrow for you to try and fly through, just to, you know, get your ship out and all that. So I guess I'm back in my apartment, so the same default controls activated too, which sucks. Alrighty, so let's get out of here. What's this? Plushie. Okay. Look at me, I'm carrying around a toy. I'm carrying around a toy. Can I not open my door back up? Holy lost frames, Batman. That was strange. Just weird random frame drops happening out of nowhere. And delayed response to that. And it makes noise while you carry it too. Little plushy toys. Alright, so I'm going to take the elevator here, and then I'm going to go ahead and try and look at like some of the contracts and stuff. I guess, I don't know why my health went down. Like, I don't know if I got too cold out in the hangar or something like that. Yeah, my health is down, and I don't know why. Let's go to the lobby. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and then I'll be back when I finally got to my ship, and then I can see about taking like a mission of some kind, or a contract or whatever. So I will see you all then. Okay, I finally returned after good amount of downtime there between the pause and unpause. But yeah, I finally have the ship back here, got it back into one of the hangars, and it's no longer just randomly floating at a random spot in space above the ground. So now that this has been taken care of, and I know that I talked about it, and obviously there was a interaction thing you could do with like underneath here for like a shall we say like a loading ramp type thing underneath it that I'm hopefully gonna try and figure out how to utilize one of these days. I don't know if it's like in the very rear back that I have to do it right back here somewhere, or this little hatch deal over here. It'd be kind of nice if it'd be a bit easier to access or to figure out how to access the stuff underneath here. Like, I see lots of things underneath here, but it's not lighting up green to interact with. But, you know, hopefully I'll be able to figure things out here. Turn off the global chat. I was just kind of reading through it a little bit to see, because I come across a couple players and I didn't know if they like noticed me or were trying to talk to me in global chat or something like that. So alright, so it's getting a bit late for me over here locally, so I think that's going to be the end of this sort of episode. I'm going to have to check back in and figure out how to, you know, do some of these contract type things a bit later. I did see the contracts manager here. There are a couple things that you can do to, you know, try and make some starting money with like delivery contracts and stuff like that. But I'm getting a bit tired, and I don't want to be flying on, you know, tired eyes and being able to not have the ideal alertness of being able to play this game. Plus, it's been a bit of a slow start, and to be honest, I am just looking to go ahead and, end the session and come back in fresh next time with the experience that we have here. So, let's get into the bed here, and hopefully we can do like a safe log off type deal, if that's what I'm understanding here. Press F to see the option to log out. Okay, I'm pressing F to see. Oh, log out. There we go. I had to hold the F key. I mean, it should be doing it right. Oh, since the ship's in the landing area, you can't log out. You have to be like in the middle of space or maybe some other kind of station or something like that. Okay. Alright, well then I guess that's going to be the end of the episode here today. It's a very uneventful episode to be sure, but you know, I'm hoping that next time maybe things will pick up if I can play a bit of Star Citizen and, you know, actually catch up on it and the things you can do here, but I'll probably be moving on to a different game for the next, shall we say, Let's Play video that I upload. I don't want to have too many slow kinds of videos like this where it's me doing a whole lot of nothing. EVE Online, I'm usually actively doing certain things. I know what I'm doing in that game. This one is a bit less straightforward as far as figuring things out. So, I thank everyone for watching. And I hope that everyone got something out of this to know whether or not this game might be for you, of just the daily things you're going to be doing and trying to learn the game and all that, and whether or not it's worth your money and time. So, for whatever it's worth, I appreciate everyone watching, and as always, take care.